Most of us were baptised because our parents made the decision when we were babies. But the grace of baptism is more powerful than we might expect, and it can be the anchor that holds us in our darkest hours. This is Vanessa. Like many of us, she was baptised Catholic as a baby.
I grew up in a Catholic home to a Portuguese immigrant family. One of the earliest memories is probably going to Mass with my mum and dad. And I remember Mum kneeling and standing right next to her and thinking, wow, Mum's short. But then I realised Mum was kneeling. As a child, I loved my faith and found great strength and comfort in going to church. That changed in my early 20s when my husband and I began our travel adventures through Europe, Australia and New Zealand. Every time we moved to a new place, I would go to Mass, but I just didn't feel the connection to community. I'd grown up in one church community, and not having that connection really made it difficult for me. A couple of years later, we were overjoyed to find out that we were pregnant with our first daughter. She surprised us by arriving early. The time when our daughter was in the neonatal ICU was really hard. It wasn't what we had expected for ourselves and for our child, and there were really many moments where I couldn't believe that this had happened to us, and I really struggled through it. One morning in the hospital, while I was trying to feed my tiny baby, I had a strong understanding in my heart of my role as mother and wife in my family. If I could love this little creature so much, how much more does my Father in heaven love me and my family? I understood what I needed to do now. I needed to give the gift of faith to our children and to walk with my husband, always pointing him to Jesus. Now, my baby is all grown up and she has a younger sister too. I love being a mum. I think it's beautiful. Of course, being a mum means that you're busy, and that's pretty normal. Because I pray every day, I have a peace that I didn't have before that helps me to weather life's challenges and live each day fully.
The Catholic Church is inviting all of us to experience this same peace by finding out what being baptised Catholic really means for us and our families. And to help us along that path, a simple faith exploration resource has been put together. To receive a free copy of More with Jesus, just tap the button below.